Holy shit, I'm back. You never thought you'd see this day coming, did you? Yes, I've been gone for 6 months. I'm sorry. Every time I make one of these, I say, I'm gonna get back into it. I'm not gonna wait a month between videos, and then I disappear for 6 months. So I'm sorry. I've been here. I've been at home. I've been working. I've been playing music. I've been listening to music and buying music. There's no real reason that I haven't been doing videos other than I just got tired of it. I love doing it, but I got tired of doing it for a little while. I changed jobs back in November, and I work from home now primarily. And so I'm home all the time, and I don't want to sit here and work all day and then sit here and make a video and sit at my computer more, because I sit at my computer all day and edit a video. So I just fell off. But I cannot tell you how good life is right now. I work less than I did before. My new job is stress-free. Like I said, I work at home. I have no commute. I work Monday through Friday. I work very flexible hours, and I make good money doing it. I am extremely happy with my new situation. Spending a lot of time with my family, with my little boy, doing lots of things with him and my wife. We've been out of town a bunch. Just having a good time. But there has been no shortage of me buying shit. So we're gonna get into it. This is not indicative of everything I've gotten over the last 6 months. This is just what was nearby. I'm sure that I will start digging shit out as I keep doing videos, and oh, I forgot about this. So, some music news. Father Befouled, you may have seen, we just signed to Everlasting Spew Records for our next album. We're going to start recording it at the end of this month. We're going in the studio. We're going to do the drums in a local studio, and then me and Derek, our guitar player, are going to record everything else like we always have. But I'm looking forward to this being the best produced record we've ever done. And definitely like the most rehearsed and tightened up songs we've ever done, because me and Amos practice and rehearse and write all the time. So really looking forward to that. Incoffination's been kind of quiet. We have a split that's in the works with Rotting Kingdom. It's recorded. We're working on label stuff. It'll be a full-length split, about 20 minutes from each band. We did 2 long songs for it. I think they did 2 or 3 long songs. They're a death doom band from Kentucky. They're fucking amazing. Love them. Then Occult. Some of you may be familiar with Occult, which is a death metal band I've been doing for a couple of years with my buddies Jared and Ken. Much more in like the Swedish, Finnish vein, early 90s death metal. No prominent influence, it's just riffs. And we have a record done. We did 2 demos, I'm sure you've seen, but we've recorded a full length. Label announcements coming any day now. Really looking forward to that. And then the new Infestment. Me and Wayne recorded an Infestment album over the last few months. It's finished. It is in the hands of Maggot Stomp. And it's just 10 songs of straight up butchered at birth riffs. You know, I've always made known my love of early Cannibal Corpse. And if you're familiar with Infestment, the record is just, man, I'm so stoked on it. Not that I have aped any of their riffs, but I really nailed the style, I think. I'm super happy with it. Took me outside my comfort zone. It's some of the fastest, like, choppy, palm-muting riffs I've ever written, because I don't write that kind of stuff in any of my other bands. So, looking forward to that. Okay, let's get into stuff. First, what are we listening to? We are listening to Morbific, Ominous Seep of Putridity. They are from Finland. They are young, and they sound like a punky death metal impetigo. Heavy on the death metal, heavy on the impetigo. It's fucking thick, groovy, gross sounding, sick vocals, killer production for the style. I love impetigo. But impetigo always sounded like they were going to go off the rails at any moment. They were always loose and raw. Of course, 30 years ago. So Morbific have a much more polished style, and it rules. It fucking rules. As soon as I heard it, I had to get it, and I was waiting for it to be released. It's only on CD now. The rest will be coming soon, I think. This is on Head Split. I got it directly from them, and it's fucking great. I'm real weary about new death metal bands. We've talked about that. There's a whole new generation playing death metal now, and some of them come at it from a different angle, from a different mindset, a different upbringing. But I check out a lot of it, and I've come around to a lot of it. Of bands that I didn't like that I'm really starting to dig. Cerebral Rot. Their record finally clicked with me, and I love it. And their new one is just next level. It's so fucking good. Can't wait for it to come out and everybody to hear it. So, okay, then during quarantine, during COVID, Derek, our guitar player in Father Befouled, one of my best friends, he wrote and recorded this. This is Thos Ela with Abnegation Psalms. It is melodic, progressive black death metal, more in like Emperor, Dissection, real riffy, super catchy, killer leads, killer solos, harmonies, stuff that Derek can't do in Father Befouled because of the way we write, the style of music we play. Derek is he's a guitar genius, and the shit he wrote for this is just incredible. It's on Sunshine Ward Records. A good friend of ours, Jesse, put it out on CD. And maybe there's a tape coming. I don't remember. But, of course, I did the layout for him. And I actually mastered the record. Didn't need much mastering because Derek's mix sounds really, really, really fucking good. He is a genius when it comes to recording and engineering and producing stuff. I'm really, really proud of how far he's come doing this shit. But this fucking rules. I'll put it in the comments below. Then, I was out of town with work. So my new job, I work from home, but I travel. I travel a couple times a month for a day or two. And I spent a few days in Omaha back in March. And on the same block as my hotel was Homer's Records, which is a long time Omaha record store. And I picked up 3 CDs there. 2 of them are in my car, so I don't have them. But I grabbed Hate Eternal, King of All Kings for $4.99. Couldn't pass it up. Classic. I've always been kind of a fair weather. I'm trying to get that glare out. Been kind of a fair weather Hate Eternal fan. I like Hate Eternal. I like this record primarily. I don't know it real well. I don't know any of them. The first one I ever bought was I Monarch. Total impulse purchase. I was familiar with them. I had listened to these before. I like it okay. I like the most recent one okay. I'm not crazy about Rutan's riffing. I love his solos. All of his solos have that like Middle Eastern, like Phrygian scale feeling to them. Really like that. And I love like watching stuff with him, like his engineering stuff that he does with Cannibal Corpse. All those Cannibal Corpse studio videos, love them. So, but I couldn't pass this up. It's a total fucking death metal classic. Then I bought both of the new Portal albums. The first being Avow, their first record in several years. And it's Portal doing what Portal does. They do weird, experimental, dreary, fucking nasty, chaotic, cacophonous death metal, like few bands can do. And they dropped this, and I loved it. As soon as I heard the first song, I knew I would. I haven't listened to the whole record yet. I just got these in the mail, but a buddy of mine said that it's the most like put together sounding Portal record. He said it's very accessible and listenable considering the kind of style of death metal they do. So I'm really looking forward to getting into it. But the day it came out, they said, hey, wait, we have 2 full lengths. And this one is called, it's got a funky name. I haven't taken it out of the plastic yet. Hagbulbia. And apparently Hagbulbia is a, I can't get that out of the glare, is an ambient noise companion to that one. You should play them simultaneously. And they each fill each other's gaps. So we'll see how that goes. Looking forward to these. Okay, I got a few tapes. I've actually got a bunch of fucking tapes lately, but these are a few that I really wanted to talk about. The first being Altar Blood with From the Darkest Chasms. So Altar Blood is from North Carolina, and we played Father Befouled. We played a show with them back in 2015 on tour, and they were fucking sick. They just do American death metal, kind of a deicide, Malevolent Creation slant. They're fucking heavy. Killer dudes. I've kept up with them. We're all friends on Facebook and whatnot. And then they got in the ear of Jesse at Sunshine Ward, and he put out their record. They put this out themselves on CD last year or the year before, and he did the tape. And it's just, if you like solid death metal by dudes that are from it. All three of these guys are 40 or older. So they're doing it right. They're doing it justice. Altar Blood is fucking killer. One more nod to Sunshine Ward, and probably my favorite of the group here, Apocryphetic, with Heir to the Cosmos. So Apocryphetic is the brainchild of Brandon, who used to be, simple little J card there. Brandon was in Engulfed in Blackness, a death metal band from Tennessee. I've talked about them before. Killer Tampa style death metal. And Apocryphetic is kind of a continuation of that, with a little more of a bestial side, a little more of kind of a South American brutal death metal sound, like Christian, Rebellion, Abominator, but just bashes you over the fucking skull for the entirety of it. And but full of catchy riffs, grooves. Man, it's fucking killer, 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 killer death metal. And Derek, from Father Befouled, he plays all the solos on this. He's the lead guitar player on this. Hopefully they're going to start doing some shows once the world opens back up, because this shit fucking rules. Okay, speaking of death metal classics, I snagged these goodies recently. Old school Eastern Bloc death metal bootlegs. So these are all like Polish, and I think they're all Polish bootlegs. These things are classics. Whenever all this stuff came out back in the day, Baron Records, Baron Music was one of them. They just bootlegged the fuck out of this stuff. But I love these things. They actually sound decent. So of course I had to grab Altars. Eaten Back to Life, of course. These are all classics. I don't have to tell you about them. Simple fucking, you know, J cards. But they're just, man, they're a snapshot of cool shit from the 90s. And of course, slowly rewrought. You know, these are pro tapes. They're not like, I mean, they're professionally manufactured, professionally printed. They were just done so off the books. So, all right, I got a bunch of records. Let's talk about Cannibal Corpse. So, there's a label out of, first, we're going to talk about the new one. Violence Unimagined. So, of course, you know, everybody heard, you know, the whole thing with Pat, and he's out of the band. Eric Rutan stepped in, so we were all eagerly awaiting the record with Eric Rutan. And when they dropped the first single, man, I knew that it was going to be just glorious. I like all of Cannibal Corpse. You know, I'm partial to the Chris Barnes era, but I love Cannibal Corpse. And Red Before Black, I'm not crazy about it, but it's on my phone, and it comes up in shuffle a lot in my car. So I'm real familiar with it. So I've listened to it a bunch, and to compare this to it, man, it just blows it out of the water. This is such kind of a reinvigorated just a nasty, violent, visceral Cannibal Corpse that's ready to fucking pounce. So I was able to snag the uncensored cover, which went really fast, and it came with this huge 12-page book. Every song, lyric, art for every song. Not 12 pages, it's like 24 pages. It's huge. Band, the middle. This thing is so fucking nice. It came on this nasty, pussy, blood pus fucking vinyl. If you're a Cannibal Corpse fan, it fucking rules. I've seen a couple of detractors who are just too cool for school saying that it's lame, they don't get it, they don't understand the hype, and they just could not be more wrong. So, oh cool, and it came with a, no that's not a sticker, that's a download code. So, I might give that to one of you if you're nice. So, this thing fucking rules. The album rules. It's just, man, it's Cannibal Corpse doing what they do best. So then, some of you may be familiar with Nessie Media, N-E-S-I, Northeastern Steel Industry. They're a Chinese label, and they're doing these really, really amazing reissues of a lot of Metal Blade stuff, but a lot of death metal stuff. They all have this Obi strip on them. He's doing them in crazy fucking colors, but they sell out immediately. And he did the new Cannibal Corpse recently. He did some Beharit reissues. Something else I really wanted, I can't remember. And they sold out in seconds. But I was on the site and I was fucking pissed. I wanted to buy something, and he still had a copy of Worm Infested. And I don't own Worm Infested on any version except like a cardboard promo somewhere. This is black vinyl. I didn't get one of these crazy colors. But I had to pick this up. It fucking rules. I really like a couple of the songs on this that didn't, you know, that ended up on a, and just an EP, and just fucking incredible artwork from Vince Locke. So this is a good pickup. I like it. Check out Nessie Media. It's hard to grab their shit though, man. Okay, then we've got the new Macabre, Carnival of Killers. I fucking love Macabre. Love, love, love Macabre. I listen to Dahmer and Sinister Slaughter and Murder Metal and Grim Scary Tales all the fucking time. I really like the new one. I'm not crazy about the whole carnival theme. The record is about all kinds of serial killers like they always are, but it's tucked into this carnival theme, which I'm not crazy about the art. I think that is the waste of a gatefold. I'm just not feeling it. I really like the record. I don't think that the production is as good. Insert there with lyrics. That the production is as great as other Macabre records. Dahmer has the most crystalline production of any death metal record ever written. It is loud and clear, and you can hear everything, every nuance, every bass pluck, every drum hit, everything. That record is just crystal clear. And then Murder Metal's good, and Grim Scary Tales is good. This one is down a notch. It's just not there with the production that I'm used to, but it has a great production. I got this really nasty, like cotton candy colored vinyl. I have the CD as well. It's in my car, I think. And I like it. I've listened to it a good bit. It's got some great songs on it. I'm looking forward to more. They are already writing a follow-up. After having not done a record for a long time, they're going to go ahead and bust out another one, according to Corporate Death and Dennis the Menace. I'm friends with him on Facebook. Great record. Love Macabre. Not my favorite Macabre, but there is no bad Macabre. Okay. I was... me and my family went on vacation, a little short vacation last weekend. We went to St. Augustine, Florida. We went camping, actually. It was a lot of fun. There's a pretty cool record store there that 7 years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I went in, and they had original pressing Misfits records. and I bought 5 of them. It was just like, that's why you go in every record store you see. You never know what you're gonna find. And I bought 5 original pressing Misfits records for like decent prices. So I went in there after having not been there in many years, and I picked up these. So I got this Danzig live album. It is Soul on Fire live at the Hollywood Palace 1989 FM broadcast. So this was a radio broadcast, so it's got really good sound. It is them, I mean, at their fucking just height. Just fucking killing it in between the first and second albums. Just, it's so good. It's so fucking good. Of course, being a bootleg, there's not a whole lot to it. It's a double record stuffed in one sleeve. There's no insert or anything. But it's killer. Then I picked up Christian Death, Only Theater of Pain. Christian Death is one of those bands that I've known who they are for fucking decades. And I finally sat down and said, okay, I'm going to listen to them. I don't know, a year ago. And I familiarized myself with them, and, you know, the fact that there's the 2 records with Roz Williams, and then the other guy kind of took it over. And you don't really want the Valor Can shit. But I listened to this and fucking loved it. I don't know anything about death rock or goth or anything like that, but loved it. And when I walked into this record store the other day, this was right there, like, sticking out in the front. I never would have looked for it. It was in a section I'm not going to look in a record store. And I said, I'm gonna buy it. I'm finally gonna buy it. This is the repress from a couple years ago, Frontier Records. They repressed it, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years ago. And I got the green version, green vinyl. It's so good. I mean, if you are unfamiliar with this, of course, go check it out. I'll link it. But their debut album, it kind of created the whole death rock sound, and it's such a vibe. It's such a vibe. Killer record. I want to pick up Catastrophe Ballet and Ashes next. I think that's everything that has Roz Williams on it. Of course, Roz was the singer. He killed himself about 23 years ago. The band's still around. It's kind of a bastardized version of the band. So, then the last 2, I picked up 2 Beharit records. Seventh Blasphemy, and the split, the infamous Day of Darkness Festival split with Beharit. I had this on CD. I've probably talked about it before. Famous live bootleg, recorded in Finland in 1991. This version is on Land of the Rising Sun Records out of Japan, black vinyl. It's one of those snapshots of these like early Finnish black metal bands that were creating a genre back then. They were creating a sound that has forever been imitated, but never duplicated. And then Beharit Seventh Blasphemy is a repress of their 1990 demo. It is a one-sided LP. So one side is smooth. It's on red vinyl. And I paid $14 for it, and I looked it up on Discogs, and this version is worth about $40. So I am pretty stoked on that. Not that I buy records to know what they're worth, but I wanted to know what, you know, it came out on Brazilian Ritual Records. So cool. I found kind of a rare record at the beach. Then we have, speaking of rare records, God Dethroned, Bloody Blasphemy. I fucking love God Dethroned. I got in them in the late 90s. They play a very visceral style of melodic death metal. They are not melodic in the sense that you think they are, but they're not like a heavy old school death metal band like Immolation or Incantation or Morbid Angel. They have a lot of feeling and vibe and melody in their music, but they are just nasty. And this is their second album. It's a fucking classic, man. Serpent King, Boiling Blood, Under the Golden Wings of Death, Bloody Blasphemy. This record fucking kills. Insert, black vinyl. This is the original press. It is not in great condition. I got a seam split. You can tell somebody wrote on top of it and it pressed through. And I think I paid like $40 for it, which was a steal compared to ones in nice condition. I have all of their CDs. No, I don't have all their CDs. I have all of their awesome CDs. There's a few in the middle era I don't have. But I like God Dethroned, and I like all their stuff. Their last two records have been really, really, really good. They abandoned the Christianity thing and went into like a war theme over the last few records. But this is 1999, Metal Blade Records, their second album. Love God Dethroned. I've never seen them. One of those bands I still have yet to see, and hopefully I'll get to one day. Okay, and then to wrap it up fast, I got a care package from Jalal. I got 3 Argoslant records. Galloping Through the Battle Ruins, their first album, on Dracula Productions, double LP, black vinyl. And then Arsenal of Glory, just demo material, black vinyl, Dracula Productions. And then Unconquered Soldiery, which they put out last year, which is more of a comp of some demo stuff. There might be a couple live songs on here, a couple of covers. This one sounds rough. If you like Argoslant or want to get into Argoslant, don't start here. Argoslant, of course, they are a very, very controversial death metal band. You know, they have some askewed politics, but I think they are one of the most creative sounding, songwriting-wise, death metal bands there has ever been. They have such a unique style, and again, like with God Dethroned, they're a melodic death metal band that they're like a melodic, unmelodic death metal band. But I love them, and Joel was gracious to send these to me for some trading stuff we did. And he also sent me this, Grand Belial's Key, which is their sister band, Goat of a Thousand Young, and this is their demo. The Grand Belial Keys, 2 demos from before Mocking the Philanthropist. This material I am not super familiar with. I've always been the 2 albums, the Kaz Grant era stuff. So looking forward to checking this out. I have not listened to it yet. So that's it. That is it for this one. Like I said, I've got a bunch of new shit floating around. I'm gonna get back into doing the collection, the CD collection videos. So bear with me. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna be right back, but I'm not gonna make you wait 6 months again. I promise. So if you're still here, thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll get back into doing this pretty soon. Get back on track. So let's comment. Let's talk. I want to know what everybody's been up to. Let's talk about music. What are you looking forward to? What are you liking? What's coming out? What have you been doing? Are there any shows coming up you're going to? Let's comment, like, subscribe, share. I'll talk to you guys soon.